In holding an individual accountable, what are your hopes for that individual?
Well, that's a great question. So in the beginning, when you get into law enforcement, I think your biggest thing is that you're just putting people in jail.
Yeah.
Right. You just
This is a bad guy, put him in jail.
Yeah, not really worry about it. Once I got
Bad guy, bad stuff, eliminate from the good environment.
Bad guy, bad girl.
Right.
Whichever.
Whatever. Right.
And so what I did was, once I got into narcotics, I realized that we're hitting homes that have a family.
Yeah. So how old were you when you started having these kind of ideas cross your mind about the homes you were hitting?
About 32.
Okay.
So before that,
That's still a very self-centered age. So that's why I was asking, because we're still young. We're still very young at that age.
The way I looked at it is that during that whole time on my off time, I was also a baseball coach.
Yeah.
So I coached high school baseball, the C team. And then afterwards, I coached my daughters in their fast pitch teams.
Yeah.
And I also coached Major League Bambino with a buddy of mine. As he was in the Special Forces a long time ago. So anyway,
downtime wasn't a thing that was in your.
I did well. When my downtime, I obviously wanted to spend it with my kids, and spending it on people that I got to be part of. Being able to be a baseball coach, being able to go out and have fun and show them that in law enforcement we're just regular people.
Yeah.
But on the question about how you saw, realizing that how drugs were impacting the household, where were the kids at when the parents were making drugs? Yeah. Were they right there? Were they exposed to the drugs? Because now you're talking about child neglect. And I had the first child neglect case in the state because they were making drugs in the kid's room. And he was
when the kid was in there.
And he was sleeping right there.
How many warrants did you serve? And maybe you don't know how many throughout your whole entire career, but just so if you could, guess on a percentage scale, how many households had children on the warrants that you served over your career?
That wouldn't be a fair answer because it was a lot. And I can say that when you're talking about a 30-year career, and 18 of it was but the patrol side. Yeah. A lot. Yeah. And unfortunately, even in the narcotic world, when you're trying to do mid to upper level dealers, I'm still going out and investigating meth labs for low level dealers.
Yeah. Right.
And so during that same time, I'm dealing with motorcycle gangs as well.
Oh, yeah.
And so you're seeing the whole gambit of what a family looks like and how families are affected by the grown-up's decision to expose that to them or not. And very rarely did I see an incident where their illegal activities were secreted.
Not affecting the child at all.
Right. So the children were very much so aware of the environment that they were in. Now, dependent on the age, when you're talking about a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old, I mean, they know that their parents are, maybe they're there, maybe they're not.
Yeah.
And then as they get older, what you saw was 7-year-olds taking care of little babies.
Yeah.
Because mom and dad were in the other room, or, all the kids would be in one room. Yeah. Those sort of things. So, yeah.